Hello one and all, yet again. Another video for Space Wolves, as it was. We're moving on to the fast attack. Oh yes we are. Starting with the Swift Claws, the bikers of the Space Wolves. They are 60 points for 3, so they are 20 points each. If you hadn't worked that little factoid out. So, Web skill 3, ballistic skill 3, strength 4, toughness 5, 1 wound, initiative 4, 1 attack, leadership 8 and 3+ save. They are a bike, unique type, and you need at least 3. You can have a... Oops, sorry, I'll get onto the war gear first. They have power armour, bolt pistol, frag grenades, crack grenades and a space marine bike. They have acute sensors, they shall know no fear, counterattack and rage, because they are basically blood claws on bikes. If you've seen mine or any other video on troops and you know what blood claws are, then they're on bikes. Blood claws are 12 points each, these are 8 points more just because they've got a bike. So options can have up to 7 more for 20 points each, so you can have a squad of 10. You can replace their bolt pistol with a chainsword for free, not a point whatsoever. 1 Swift Claw biker may replace their bolt pistol with a flamer, melter gun. Sorry, a flamer's 5 points, a melter gun's 10 points, or a plasma gun or plasma pistol for 15 points. I'd just take them as standard. You could have a flamer, considering you're probably going to get in close pretty quickly. But not really much point in much else. 1 Swift Claw biker can take 1 item from the melee list, weapons list, which is on page, if I just find it, page 47. Melee weapons. 1 can have a storm shield, which is surprising. 15 points if you want to do that. It's not a bad idea. You may include 1 Swift Claw attack bike for 35 points, which is Web skill 3, ballistic skill 3, strength 4, toughness 5, 2 wounds, initiative 4, 2 attacks, leadership 8 and a 3+ save. It's a bike. The heavy attack bike comes with a heavy bolter. You can exchange the heavy bolter for a multi-melter for 10 points. You can upgrade 1 Swift Claw to a Wolf Guard bike leader, which is Web skill 4, ballistic skill 4, strength 4, toughness 5, wounds 1, initiative 4, 2 attacks, leadership 9 and 3+ save, and it's a character on a bike. So there you go. The Wolf Guard bike leader can take items from the melee weapons and or ranged weapons list, storm shields, combi melters should I say, all those sort of things, and the bike leader can take melter bombs. Still a point to them, very cheap now, but considering how you can give Wolf Guard squads bikes, they're pretty much not that good as they were anymore, I don't think. They used to always take melter bombs which fitted into their fluff. I'll put my teeth in. But only the bike leader can take melter bombs now, which is a bit of a shame. But hey, whatever. There's still a use for them, but again, as I say, not as much. Now, dedicated transports have been moved to fast attack. It is technically the second time because Orcs did it first with their trucks. Rhinos, 35 points. You'll find that on page 72. Ballistic skill 4, front armor 11, side armor 11, rear armor 10, 3 hull points. Is a tank transport and you only get 1. It has a storm bolter, search light and smoke launchers. You can transport 10 models. You can't transport anyone that's bulky, very bulky or extremely bulky. 2 people out the top can fire out of it, and it has 1 access point either side and 1 at the rear. If you've played 40k enough, you know what a rhino is. Special rules: repair. If a rhino is immobilised, then in subsequent turns it may attempt to self-repair itself instead of shooting. To make that attempt, Roll the d6 in the shooting phase. On a roll of a 6, it is no longer immobilised. It doesn't restore a hull point though, so you just take the hull point as normal. So it can take items from the vehicle equipment list. Rhinos are alright, you can take them if you want. I never will. I haven't done since, I think. Did I ever have a rhino? Do you know what? I don't think I've ever used a rhino whatsoever. I could be wrong, but I don't think I have. So we come on to the Razorback, which is 55 points. Ballistic skill 4, front and side armour 11, rear armour 10 and 3 hull points. It's tank transport and you only get 1 Razorback. Has a twin-linked heavy bolter, a searchlight and a smoke launcher. The heavy bolter is a 360-degree turret, by the way. Can transport 6 models but can't transport any bulky ones or whatever in the same way a rhino can't. Excuse me, got a bit of a cold on, I do apologise. 5 points none because you've got the heavy weapon on top. Access points, 1 either side, 1 at the rear. Can take items from the special vehicle list, as you'd expect. Can replace the heavy bolter with the following: twin-linked heavy flamer for free, twin-linked assault cannon for 20 points, twin-linked las cannon for 20 points, and las cannon and twin-linked plasma gun for 20 points. Apart from the heavy flamer, all of them seem viable to me. The assault cannon to give you a bit more shots than the heavy bolter. Las cannon to give you a bit of punch. Las cannon and twin link plasma gun, very good shooting. Again, I don't use Razorbacks or Rhinos. I've never have done, but they're as reliable to people as they'll always ever be. If you want to use it, that's up to you. I never do, but that's just me. And then we come on to my favourite dedicated transport, the drop pod, for 35 points. It is, you'll find that on page 74. You'll find the Rhino on page 72 and the Razorback on page 73. Drop pods, ballistic skill 4, front armour 12, side armour 12, rear armour 12, 3 hull points. It's an open top transport. So it comes with a stone bolter, which is 360 degree. Drop pod assault is a special rule. Drop pods and unit embarked upon them must be held in deep strike reserve at the beginning of your first turn. Half your drop pods, rounding up, automatically arrive from reserve. The arrival of remaining drop pods is rolled for normally. So if you have 3 drop pods, you've got to put 2 down on the first turn. If you've got 5, you've got to put 3 down. I don't agree with that myself. You should decide whether you want them on the first turn or not, but then again, if you have the choice, it'd probably be taken away. So immobile. Immobiles basically mean they can't move when they come down and the counter is being immobilised, but it doesn't cause a hull point when they come down and counter's being immobilised, because they're drop pods, they ain't gonna move. Inheritor guidance system. This just means if you scatter when you've deep struck onto somewhere, and you scatter onto, say, a piece of terrain, impassable terrain, sorry, or another unit, you just move back until you're an inch away from whatever it is that's stopping you from deep striking. You can take 10 models or 1 dreadnought. And once you've dropped the drop pod down, all models have to get out as per disembarking, because it's transport, you see. So can replace a stone bolter with a Deathwing missile launcher for 15 points. Low strength, low AP, it's a blast weapon, just waste 15 points, don't bother. Can take a locator beacon for 10, always useful. If you've got quite a few deep striking units, always going to be helpful. They didn't have locator beacon before for Space Wolf, but now they do, which is really good. So we come on to one of the new Space Wolf flyers. It is the Storm Wolf. You'll find that on page 75. And it's 215 points. So, ballistic skill 4, front, side and rear armour 12. 3 hull points. It is a its unit type is vehicle, flyer, hover, transport. So it can either zoom or hover. Either way, you choice. And you only get one, obviously. It comes with a twin-linked Hellfrost cannon, a twin-linked las cannon, 2 twin-linked heavy bolters, and cerebite plating. Now the Hellfrost cannon can either be used as either a strength 6 AP3 small blast, so it's twin-linked, so you get to reroll the scatter dice, or a strength 8 AP1 just one shot, and it's twin-linked, so you reroll to hit, so it's not bad. It's a 360-degree turret from all accounts, from what I can see. 24-inch range, but it's a fly, so range isn't really much of an issue. Ceramite plating, you don't get the melter effect. Special rules, assault vehicles, so when a unit gets out of it, they can charge in the same turn effectively. Power of the machine spirit means you can fire one weapon at full ballistic skill at a different target, but you have to declare what weapons are firing at what. So transport capacity 16 models. That means you can take 16 infantry or 8 Terminators, which pretty good. You could take Centurions really if you really wanted to. I'm sure some people find choosing that. Now the options it can take may replace both twin-linked heavy bolters for either Skyhammer missile launcher for free, or 2 twin-linked multi-melters for 20 points. I go for the multi-melters, to be honest, because you want it to go down, you want it to get the unit out, and you want to shoot at whoever the unit you've got out is going to assault. So soften them up a lot, because you've got 2 shots with each twin-linked multi-melter, so you've got 4 if the unit's pretty big. And you've got las cannon and the Hellfrost destructor, so you've got a lot of shooting. That's really high strength and really low AP. Well, high, depending on how you want to say. APs, 3s, 2s and 1s, so it all decimate infantry. I like them. I've got one. First time I used it, I used 10 Blood Claws and Uric the Slayer, and they just decimated the unit they went up against. Won't always happen, but there you go. We come on to now the best of the fast attack, and possibly one of the best units in the Space Wolf Codex. They are the Thunderwolf Cavalry. You will find them on page 76. They're 120 points for 3. Yeah. So, Web Skill 4, Ballistic Skill 4, Strength 5, Toughness 5, 2 wounds, Initiative 4, 4 attacks, Leadership 9 and a 3+ save. Unit composition, you need 2 Thunderwolves and a pack leader. The pack leader's got the same stats, it's just he's a character. Has uses in the challenge, but apart from that, nothing else. Comes with power armour, chainsaw, bolt pistol, frag and crack grenades and Thunder Wolf mount. They're cavalry. They have, for special rules, and they shall know no fear, acute sensors and counter attack. Options, you can include up to 3 additional Thunderwolves for 40 points each. Any model may replace their bolt pistol with one of the following: bolt gun for free, or plasma pistol for 15 points a model. And any of them can take items from the melee weapons list. So you could replace both your bolt pistol and close combat weapon with, say, 2 power weapons if you want. Or 2 storm shields, which is a bit odd, but there we go. Any of them can take melter bombs for 5 points each. Thunderwolves have got a vast points decrease, well 10 points, but that's vast for them. They can all have storm shields, they can all have thunder hammers, which is amazing. Storm Shield power weapon. Trick them out how you want. I usually go for Storm Shield on their own, or Storm Shield and Thunderhammer. Just because the Thunderhammer looks nicer. So it's 275 points to just have a Storm Shield for 5, or 400 points for 5 with Storm Shield and Thunderhammer. But you didn't used to be able to have 5, it was just... Sorry, you didn't used to be able to have 6, it just used to be 5. Thunderwolves are one of the best units in 40k in my opinion. I swear by them. I've got 3 units of 5. They are just amazing. The rules for getting up terrain has changed, and it's pretty much changed where, as far as I can see, if you can fit the base of a Thunderwolf on another floor, you can put him on. Put a comment below if you think I'm wrong. I'd like to know how. Otherwise, I won't learn. So there we are. So yeah.